When Karis Nemik was introduced in Andor, I saw some people call him a Marxist in the comments. I think some people just assumed this young, well-spoken kid who had a manifesto was a communist, but, Marxists aren't the only people who write manifestos. It's more of an ego thing than it is a political spectrum indicator. More importantly, if you actually listen to what Nemik says,
the pace of repression outstrips our ability to understand it, and that is the real trick of the Imperial thought machine. It's easier to hide behind 40 atrocities than a single incident. But they have a fight on their hands, don't they?
The Imperial need for control is so desperate because it is so unnatural. Tyranny requires constant effort. It breaks. It leaks. Authority is brittle.
His sole focus is really overthrowing the Empire, which, yes, has fascist qualities, but we actually know much less about the state's economic policies. If anything, from what we've seen, the Galactic Empire believes in more federal power and control over the private sector. This includes nationalizing resources and entire industries within the military-industrial complex. I'm not saying that Palpatine believes in leftist economic theory, but if anything, the Galactic Republic, which the rebels were trying to revive, is a much more capitalist entity than the Empire ever would be, which follows more of a military-first economy or total war economy mentality. Now, Nemik does make several comments about consuming Imperial technology and products and how it entraps people, which can be construed as anti-consumerism, which has been in the past been criticized by some as a repackaging of Marxist ideology into a more modern and palpable form, but some of the people on the left have also associated anti-consumerism with ultra-conservatism or libertarian views. But if you really listen to what Nemik is saying in this conversation here, it's more about self-reliance and freeing oneself from the system.
We've grown reliant on Imperial tech, and we've made ourselves vulnerable. There's a growing list of things we've known and forgotten, things they've pushed us to forget. Things like freedom.
Nemik isn't really supposed to remind us of specific real-world ideologies. Instead, he's supposed to embody the pure spirit of rebellion, a more untainted vision of what standing up against tyranny should look like.